ABC News correspondent. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning. Yes, some developments today. With the light of the new dawn, people are going through a different kind of an experience, and it's the kind of experience I've felt in Nice, in Paris, and Berlin. People are going to work. Tourists are here in van loads, but something doesn't feel right, and that feeling's going to linger. It's going to linger for the coming days and weeks here. But we had ISIS come forward, claiming responsibility. The death toll now up to 22 among the 22 children. 59 individuals are listed as injured, some in very, very serious shape, being treated at 8 hospitals here. Forensic teams going over what's left of the explosive backpack, looking for the explosive signature. They say, through the Prime Minister, the authorities think they know the identity of the suicide bomber. The question is, did he have accomplices? This is not a simple, if you want to put it that way, vehicle attack. This is somebody that put together a deadly, deadly device. Could it have been that individual? It could have been. Could have been somebody with expertise in bomb making. So it could be a cell out there, and they're checking out a myriad of leads as we speak. A 23-year-old man arrested right now, being questioned, may be charged, may be released in 48 hours. We'll have to wait and see.
Tom Rivers, apparently the backpack bomb went off outside of the stadium?
Exactly. Very, very cruel, because people were checked. Some people were given just a cursory look. Other people had an inspection of their bags. Everybody inside the arena was, by definition, clean. And right after the concert, seconds after the concert, the lights had gone up. People started heading toward the exits, those that stayed for the full show, and then a loud bang. And by definition, they didn't know if it was inside the arena. They didn't know if it was outside, but it created panic. And some people then were crushed as they headed out. The device itself went off outside the main entrance area, just outside of the box office, as a flow of humanity was working its way out, because people wanted to get to cars, they wanted to get to taxis, they wanted to get to trains. Victoria Station is right nearby. So yes, a very, very cruel attack. And again, as I say, a lot of these victims very, very young.
Do we know anything about the bomb or the bomb-making material that went off?
That has not been released. But again, every quote-unquote bomb maker has their own signatures. They're going to be looking at the explosive material that was used, looking at some of the shrapnel. Some people that had gone through the area 10 seconds later described sharp pieces of metal, nails, ball bearings, bolts, nuts. These became, if you will, extensions of the device itself, and claimed more victims.
ISIS, as you said, claims responsibility, but we don't know. They could just be saying that. We don't have any confirmation from any authorities over there, correct?
No, and we've had this example in the past. Sometimes it has a ring of truth to it. Sometimes they opportunistically, if you want to look at it that way, say they did a whole lot of things. Sometimes, days later, there is video material that is released. So at this stage, we understand that the claim has been made. We'll look at the veracity of it, I guess, in the coming days.
Tom, we also have learned, I guess, that they have suspended the campaigning because they're in the midst of an election cycle.
Yeah, and it's a very unique one. It was a snap election. The campaign did not go on for years. Was going on for 6 weeks, and we're entering now probably the last 2 weeks of that. And the opposition leader said, look, I don't have the stomach for campaigning right now. And the Prime Minister said exactly the same thing. So we're going to have a suspension. It could be a day long, 2 days. We don't know. At some stage, they'll get back to campaigning, but nobody has the stomach or has the right mindset, the mood right now, to be out on the stump and, if you will, trying to get votes. So
they have a suspect in custody. Is it a suspect? Is it a person of interest, or do they think he was, or what? They just don't know yet.
Well, they don't know, but they're not saying a whole lot. So all we know is the age of the individual, and has been arrested. And sometimes in the past, we've had countless examples in the past where you think that they're really getting to somebody, and sometimes that is the case.
Right.
Other times, it could be somebody that may have known this person 10 years ago, had absolutely nothing to do with it. They thoroughly question the individual, and they say, look, you're released. You had nothing to do. So we don't know for 48 hours.
Sure. Tom Rivers, 22 people killed, 59 injured. Tom Rivers live in Manchester. England. Tom, thanks for checking in on a busy morning.
Take care.
7:55, Big 550, KTRS. Go to a concert. Leaving.
Yeah, and I was reading, they were saying that with over 1 million visitors a year, that venue was one of the busiest in the world. They had YouTube, Lady Gaga, maybe could have been one of the reasons why this person chose
and
that venue.
it's north of London, but it's a very big city. I mean, it's a whole. It's I think it's the second largest city in England. So it's a major metropolitan area. So 7:55, Big 5.